Hey, what's going on, guys? I don't know if you guys can hear me okay. I am live. I'm in the car, as you can see. I'm driving through some Chicago traffic, but I thought I'd go live real quick on my laptop to give you guys some thoughts on what's going on with the stock market. A lot of you have reason to be concerned. The market has been plummeting lately. It's been doing some terrible things, and there are lots of people who are worried about, the future. They're worried about what's going to happen with the market. They're concerned about their portfolios, and I know my portfolio took a bloodbath this week. But I've been buying. I've been buying because I'm a long-term investor, and long-term investors look for good deals. I don't think there's any point in American history where if you held stocks for 20 years, if you held a portfolio of stocks for 20 years, where the value of your portfolio would be less 20 years later than it was when you first bought it. Now, El Hodge, how you doing? Hey, William. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Are you guys able to hear me and see me okay? Give me a yes or no and a confirmation to let me know you can hear. And um, and I'm actually going to I'm gonna send a little text out to the family. You can hear? Okay. Okay. It's all gonna bounce. Says Eric. Not so fast. It depends on how you define bounce. Um, the coronavirus is something special. You know, this is something where it heavily affects something called investor sentiment. And investor sentiment is pretty psychological. You know, it's linked to consumer confidence. It's linked to something called the wealth effect. Um, Basically, when investors feel confident and secure, they're willing to pay higher prices for stocks. They're willing to, when you're eating, you sound as though you're underwater. Thank you, Juliet. I appreciate it. There's always one Juliet in the group who gets on me for eating while I talk, so I apologize. I won't do it anymore. Is the market headed for a correction? Yes. It was already headed for a correction. I think the coronavirus kind of threw a lot of the experts for a loop because they didn't expect the correction to occur so quickly. And I think that's the problem. What's also fascinating is that it's not just the coronavirus that's pushing prices down. It's kind of a double whammy. Bernie Sanders scares Wall Street. If Bernie Sanders becomes president, I think Wall Street, you're going to see a big drop in your stock portfolio, not because Sanders is a bad president or anything, but because he's pretty socialist. And I tend to honestly believe that, economically, we could use a little socialism. I think we're a little too capitalist, and I don't mind paying more in taxes. I think rich people and businesses should pay more. But at the same time, you have to be considerate of what it takes to maintain a strong economy. And I don't know if socialists are a little too idealistic when it comes to, economics. Like, if you look throughout history, there have been a lot of socialist economies that, just couldn't compete, couldn't survive, So I'm not a complete socialist. I don't want to be a complete socialist, but I think some of Bernie Sanders' ideas, even though there's going to be a huge price to pay, could be good for the U.S. long term. Like, for example, dealing with student loan debt is a good thing. But I think that the university should pay part of that bill too. Like, I think the university should take a financial hit. And what will happen a lot of times is the government will come in and pay somebody's debt, and the universities will get rich off of taxpayer money. And I'm not a fan of that. I think everybody should take a hit. But anyway, the other thing with the coronavirus, so the majority of the market decline the last 2 days wasn't just the coronavirus. Part of it was also linked to the Sanders situation, Bernie Sanders winning in Nevada. Everybody expected a market correction. The big question here is the uncertainty. The uncertainty is what is bothering a lot of people. Now, Kanji says the virus has little to do with this right now. I don't know if I agree with you. The virus is really making it hard to do business around the world. I mean, China's been pretty isolated. A lot of countries won't even accept flights from China. So if you can't travel, it's hard to do business. Now, there are some companies that benefit, like Zoom. Zoom is, what people use to do business online, where they don't have to actually travel. That you can have your meetings online. We use Zoom a lot, and so Zoom, might benefit financially from all of this, but for the most part, I think the slowing down of the global economy is driven largely by the virus, and not so much what the virus has done, but the fear of what the virus could do, the fear of what the virus might represent. So when they say we have nothing to fear but fear itself, that's what you need to fear right now. You should have fear that there will be more fear, and more fear will become a self-fulfilling prophecy because prices will drop because people are afraid. Everybody wants to sell. What am I doing? I'm not selling anything. It's ironic. I actually got really lucky when it came to my portfolio. I happen to have sold a lot of stock right before the coronavirus. I told Alicia, I said, we sold the stock because we were going to do something else with it. We had some real estate stuff we wanted to do. We had some entrepreneurship stuff we wanted to do. The wedding's coming. We're getting married July 11th. So, we had to get some liquidity for that. And it just was a coincidence. It wasn't because I just knew all this was coming. I knew I knew that the rally couldn't last forever, but I didn't know when it was going to end. So literally last week, I liquidated a lot of stock. And I told Alicia, I said, if we hadn't have sold all that stock, you know that whatever that amount of money was, we would have had half of that or 2/3. We would have lost 1/3 of that money. And I wouldn't have been able to sell because I don't like selling in a bad market. I don't sell anything in a bad market. I buy during a bad market. So the coronavirus is going to be interesting. I'm going to actually put together a little lecture in the Black Business School on this topic. So feel free to join my stock market class. It's theblackstockmarketprogram.com, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. I'm also going to lecture this week in Oakland. If you live in Oakland, I'm going to lecture there this week. The URL, you can go to drboyceseminars.com, drboyceseminars.com. I'll be in Oakland, Maryland, and also San Jose in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And I'll probably do something in Atlanta. Some of y'all might live in Atlanta. I'm going down there for Lamar Tyler's stuff to support him because I respect him and Jay Morrison and some of the other guys down there. But I'll probably just rent a space and set something up. So I'll keep you posted. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll keep you guys briefed on what's going on as I see it. And sorry for all the background. I'm literally in the car, but I thought I would try to go live in the car. So I guess it worked. See you guys soon. Take care. Peace.